New here for you at 5:30. Story Fest Louisville returns to the Ali Center next Thursday, helping nonprofits share their stories more effectively. The event was created by Marianne Elliott after losing her husband Tommy in the Old National Bank mass shooting.
On April 2nd, 5 nonprofit leaders will present their stories, competing for grant funding from the Tommy Elliott Fund for Community Leadership.
Well, we're pleased to welcome back Marianne Elliott, who also has a new update for us. Good to see you again since last year. How did last year's Story Fest do? I know you were overwhelmed by the 300 people who showed up and paid tickets to get in.
We were sold out and hope to sell out again this year. We've got about 70 tickets left before we sell out, so we're hopeful to do that again. So of the nonprofits last year, $82,000 was raised in additional funding when the nonprofit leaders told their story. So that was really exciting. And again, with all of the nonprofits together, we had 87 new donors and 10 new board members when they began to use their story in their work.
It just goes to show you how powerful their stories are when they tell them in a different way. And that was your goal for this, right?
It is, because stories move us. We are in an information age where we're almost overwhelmed with things. But when we hear a story, you know, going back to 3,000 years, it's a tradition that we've used so much to communicate, and it really can move us and inspire us.
Your husband, you told me a year ago, your husband was so involved in the community and that this would have been near and dear to his heart. And you felt that some nonprofits were just struggling to get their amazing stories out. That's why this was created.
Yes.
Do they get coaching? Has this approach been effective?
They do. They go through a 10-week intensive program. So they have 3 workshop days. They have some intensive work one-on-one, and then we come back together as a group to tell their stories, and they get feedback from the entire group.
Wow. So tell us about some of the storytellers, if you will, this time.
Sure. One of the things I'm excited about this year is we have a large representation of missions, of critical needs in our community that are represented. We have Gilda's Club for Cancer Journey. We've got Family and Children's Place for family stability, Center for Women and Families. We have Hip Hop into Learning. So I don't want to miss anybody, but we've got some great nonprofit leaders.
Louisville Metro Police Foundation.
Oh, yes, the Police Foundation.
They're on there as well. It was a moving event last year. The people really walked away there thinking, saying, hey, I learned about things that had been in this community for years. I had no idea they were trying to do this good work.
We laughed and cried, and yes, learned a lot.
And, you know, groups like Hip Hop into Learning, like I don't know that much about them. And so just, you know, wanting to know about what you were doing, I went to their website to see more about it. And I was like, this is really cool because, you know, music and it is a way that children learn now, you know, and so I just think it's so interesting that you're, you know, bringing us more information about who these organizations are.
Thank you, Connie. It is one organization that, again, is so exciting because it isn't as known, and they're doing powerful work to help children read.
You've become high profile with this, but tell us how you are doing 2 years removed from an event that just shook this city like it did.
Thank you. I am doing well. I'm in a good space. I think for me, grief exists and our life grows around it. So it's something that I don't think we ever get over. But life has become full for me in a way that carrying the grief becomes a bit more manageable.
And that's with the response from this program too. It's got to help you in your grief, right?
It really has, Connie. It has really become part of my story, and a part of giving back and being a part of this community has been very meaningful in my journey. And
you're now seeing the fruition, helping others, which is what you wanted to do a year ago when you were thinking about putting this together.
Yes, yes.
All right.
It's exciting.
All right. Marianne Elliott, thanks so much for coming in again, and I'm sure it'll be another, you've expanded the seating this year to try to get more people in. And
that's great.
Story Fest is all about building momentum. It's being held at the Muhammad Ali Center, again, Thursday, April 2nd, next week at 5 o'clock. You can get tickets by buying them through the Tommy Elliott Fund. General admission is $25.